Hello and welcome to Graceful Connections. I'm Sophie Bidard, your host on this journey to gracefully reach for the stars, an adventure of exploration, discovery, healing, liberation, growth, and truthful expression. I'm so grateful that you've chosen to join us today, bringing your unique energy that pours into our circle of connection. Your presence here honors the calling within you to connect with the light of your soul's consciousness, which is what our guest Nora WalksInSpirit will be sharing with us about today, and that's going to be fascinating for sure. So let's begin. Take a moment to let go of anything that doesn't serve this present moment. With each breath, feel yourself arriving more fully here. As we set our intention, may all that flows within our sacred space, be it words, vibrations, energies, light, of course, serve the highest evolution of our souls and extend outward in service to all. I invite you to open your heart and your mind to receive all the brilliance that awaits. Activating your connection to the new earth crystalline grid and to the galactic center, the center of truth. You are perfectly held, both grounded and lifted. You are safe, relaxed, and ready and open to receive. Now I'm calling the orb of grace from the heart of the universe and placing the orb of grace around our gathering, each and every one of us, that we be held in this orb of grace and infused with grace all along our time together. As grace permeates our field, it harmonizes and magnifies all that seeks alignment and illuminates all that longs for expression in accordance with divine will and the order of grace. And breathe. Beautiful. Yes. Within the orb of grace, I'm delighted to welcome Nora WalksInSpirit, infinite light transmitter and universal shaman. What a blessing to have you with us today, Nora. Welcome.
Thank you, Sophie. So good to be here today and excited for the higher awakening of a light essence that's coming in the orb of grace already.
Coming already. Yes, thank you. So everyone, Nora will share insights on connecting with the light of your soul's consciousness, and will also offer live intuitive readings. So to request your reading, press *2 on the phone or click raise hand on the web to come on the line with Nora, or place your request in the Q&A box on the web. And the question to ask is, what's preventing my light connection? So that's going to be in a little moment. For now, let's dive into our fascinating topic. And I'd like to begin with asking you, Nora, the burning question: what is soul light consciousness, and what do the Infinite Masters have to share at this moment about our awakening and connecting to it?
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for asking that question. And this awakening that's coming in so strong right now is really about listening accepting to what you're hearing and feeling. And so this higher essence that we cannot see, but what we are feeling, is the higher light consciousness of who you are. And so there is this new vibration of consciousness that came in since the Easter weekend, and there's a harmonic vibration of peace. It's that inner knowing state of having the consciousness inside your body very much anchored now. You're not feeling and rethinking and reorchestrating thought forms and energies as much anymore, because this harmonic vibration of peace, it's a peacefulness of knowing that you know you're connected. And you're connected inside your heart, you're connected inside your thinking mind, that you do know you have a connection. And so it's always been, am I connected to a holy presence? Am I connected to my spirit guide? Am I connected to an archangel that I call upon? But you never really see it. You have a sense of inner knowing, and it becomes very passive. But since the Easter portal opening of a higher consciousness that poured through, there is this activating part of you, and it is called the spirit of light. It's a very powerful awakening that took place in me, and I know it took place in a lot of you. And that was this adorning vibration, a very, very powerful essence of a higher consciousness that came in over Easter. As I asked, what is this here and now that is coming into me? The spirit of light, child. You are flowing in the spirit of light. When I asked this spirit of light that I am feeling adorning me and filling my room in the early morning hour, what is here in this spirit of light? It is the essence of your soul presence. It is the awakening of your inner child being to come to know the spirit of light awakens the soul of who you truly are. And in this presence of this peacefulness are the waveforms of harmonic realities that you are connected to, this soul presence, to the spirit of light. You can now connect, communicate in a higher knowing state of a higher consciousness known as telepathic frequencies of light intelligence that will be communicating to your I am soul light being, who is adorning you in the connection of the spirit of light. And so when you breathe in this unseen essence, what is the unseen essence? It is the spirit of light. The Obad Injio Guayadana. It is the spirit of light that connects your soul being within your heart, within your mind, within your inner child. It's the spirit of light that bursts the soul into a living consciousness when you were born. And now it is the spirit of light in the realms of your infinite all consciousness grid systems that knows all of your dimensional timelines that arrives to network inside the body, inside the inner mind, to come to know that you are spiritually connected through the spirit of light, the light consciousness that is adorning the planet now. You are becoming aligned and balanced of your heart and mind. It must be synchronized into a coherent vibration of oneness, no longer separate. And the spirit of light vibrational frequency that comes in aligns and balances your light consciousness of your higher soul that you cannot see but are breathing in, to project the vibration of your spirit of light into every cell of your being, every system of your being, to go create a new template inside the body. You have creator consciousness template of a grid system. Now you are co-creating a reality template of light consciousness of who you truly are. It is time for us to adapt and accept these vibrations and to integrate all that you cannot see, but with your sensory minds and sensory hearts are breathing in and becoming oneness to the knowledge of all of those mastery timelines of your soul-like consciousness of who you truly are. That is the message. That is the understanding.
Wow. Talk about taking a deep dive right into our topic. Thank you. Thank you. This is so amazing and uplifting, and it does really resonate for me personally. I must say, the sense of peace, the sense of no longer battling so much the thought forms and limiting beliefs and all that is very palpable. So yes, wow, welcome Spirit of Light. So I had a question. I guess it's been partly or maybe mostly, maybe totally answered, but let me ask it anyway. Maybe there's more about it that wants to come through. When we connect to the Spirit of Light, what happens when this connection gets activated? So I've heard peace, alignment, balance, no longer separated. Is there more that wants to be expressed about what happens when this connection gets activated?
Yeah, thank you for just feeling that knowing state that's coming through you right now in the peacefulness that you know you have shifted in, and you're feeling that you have shifted through the knowing state. Mm-hmm. When you have this knowing state, that you somehow shifted, that is the first part of the spirit of light that's flowing through you. And so it's that interconnection. It's I guess you would kind of say, you have the light socket on the wall, and then you have the lamp, but you have the electrical cord running through the lamp, and then you have to plug the lamp in through that socket. And so when you're plugging, the lamp is basically, I'm using that as an example, your vision. The lamp would be the body, and this electrical cord is that spirit of light that flows through you. When that higher electromagnetic pulse came through the planet, a universal portal opened. That's the socket. And so the spirit of light that is already in you pours through, lights up. It had to be connected into the electromagnetics of the higher consciousness realms. It's here and now flowing. And so how do you know? Well, you're knowing that you're networking into a higher consciousness waveforms of hearing and becoming more sensitive in your body. You're acutely aware when there's a lowering energy around you. You have different taste, smells, and symptoms of the body. And most of it comes and goes a lot more quickly, because the living light that's within you of this spirit of light, that would be the electrical cord that's flowing through the lamp down from the light bulb, which is your head, and it moves down through the lamp and then gets plugged into a reality of infinite home networks. You are now becoming a beam of light. The spirit of light comes through you, and you're projecting just like a lighthouse or the lamp of this energy that's beaming through all of the chakras of your body. How do you know that? Well, you can't see this light that's projecting around you. You don't know how much you're integrating of these higher electromagnetic pulses of energies that's bathing the planet. You don't know how much of your soul's light consciousness is actually moving in waveforms throughout every system and cell of your body. The only part that you know is that you have an essence that's attracting the animal kingdom, the essence around you of other people, a peacefulness that's emanating within your thought forms and around you, the gentleness, and people saying to you, "Oh, you look so relaxed. Oh, are you on a holiday? Oh, like where are you coming from? Oh, your face is your skin is so glowing, because it's moving from the inside that you cannot see that the systems of your body are shifting and transforming. Your mind is moving into a higher telepathic, knowing mind, not a perceptive, intuitive mind. You're moving into a higher telepathic, knowing mind, so that you're thinking it and co-creating it, not in months or not in hopeful moments. It's happening. The symptoms of your body and what you're reflecting around you is starting to create a reality. And so as you become more amplified by breathing in and accepting the spirit of light that you can't see, your inner knowing is growing. The systems of the body are becoming more sensitized. Those symptoms are the acknowledging state that you just have this different footprint that you're walking with. Your feet become more grounded. even as they become more grounded, it just means that your body and your mind is knowing. My feet are more grounded means that I'm anchoring these energies into my body. Yeah. So if we can't see it, it's very hard to know it, to address it, because your mind wants to see it. But we can't see the cells in our body. We can't see the spirit or of our soul or of our thought forms. Well, someone says, why are you thinking like that? Why don't you just let that go? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how. Well, now you will know how. Because you're going to have this spirit of connecting to a higher self that's telepathically going to answer for you. So it's really about just being very, very conscious all the time of your thought forms and your feelings. And so I like to say to be in the state of sustaining this soul-light consciousness of who you are is by always tapping into your emotions, your feelings, and your thought forms many, many, many times of the day to make just to ensure that these waveforms of what you're thinking and feeling are staying in the harmonics of peacefulness. The moment that there's an alteration of worry, unknowingness, fear, any of those other frequencies come in, they're not of harmonics, they're not of peace. Then you know you have to tap into and reconnect, reintegrate into those higher aspects that's flowing around you that you can't see. Get back connected to, get plugged in and plug that spirit of light that's in you. Get that spirit of light like that cord of the lamp and go get plugged back into the universal magnetic fields of the higher light beings. We have to stay connected. We have to know that we have this spirit of light flowing in us now, and that you're going to become the light and sustain the light by staying in that state of monitoring your thought forms and your feelings. I know for myself, Sophie, when I get something uneasy feeling, anxiousness for some reason, I'm like, ooh, what the heck is that? Like, where is this coming from? Right away, I'll check my phone to see who's texting me or who's emailing me. I'll look outside the window and see, what's doing with the animals. Let's see if they're picking up a scattered frequency. But I do know that there's some kind of unseen energy that has come in and interrupted my peaceful harmonic frequency. So who threw the stone in the water around me and created those rings of a new vibration? Is it a high frequency that's come in, and that's the rings of a stone of a crystal light being coming in that stepped into my field and altered the energetic field around me? And my body, my heart, my mind is going, oh, something's different. And I get that shift in my consciousness. Is it something that wants to deliver me a high frequency? Okay, let's ask. Are you of the light? Are you a messenger? Are you bringing me a word of knowledge? Or are you something that's an interrupter? Something that's altering me and distracting me? So you're always wanting to check to see through listening and adapting to your soul light consciousness. It's going to tell you. That's why I mean that we are very much awakened now on this planet of the consciousness around us.
Okay, monitoring, yes, being attentive, monitoring, aware, and taking care. So we're going to get more personal about it with the readings in just a moment, but can you talk about the typical blocks that may prevent us from connecting with the spirit of light, if there are any typical blocks? You've just mentioned interruptions and distractions, but even blocking the connection itself, is there anything you can share about this?
The biggest block is the mind. You know, because the thought forms are always interrupting us, aren't they? You know, and so the interrupting frequency that comes in every conversation that you have with someone or every place that you go, there's varying interruptive frequencies. But if the mind is not elevated into the superconscious mind, into the higher soul light consciousness, then it's always going to be oscillating with everything that is around it. And so if I was to pick a block that is most prevalent right now, it is the unknown. And the unknown is what causes fear. And so I'm just going to ask the masters how they would respond to the frequency of the unknown, because that's what really is the main thing that alters the mind. Oh, I don't know if I should go there. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to be in that restaurant. Oh, I don't know if I'm to be in this relationship anymore. All of these are, I don't know if the doctor's going to tell me I have, some kind of ailment that I'm not sure of. This is all the unknown. It would be the biggest block that has created the fear-based consciousness throughout our entire lives. And through, when you're little and you ask your parents something, they go, oh, I don't know. So it starts really young, doesn't it? Well, I just like to ask, because that would be one of the biggest blocks is the fear of the unknown. Where's my journey going? Where is this energy of the higher consciousness going to take us? This is all the unknowing state. So I'll just ask them quickly here for you. Okay, in I am connecting. I am anchoring the spirit of light, the universal realms, the multidimensional beings of who I am. The energy of the unknown consciousness continues to interrupt the minds, the hearts of all souls on this planet that creates a main block to their connecting to their spirit of light cord of consciousness. And so I ask, how is this to be purified and released in any now moment? Yo, I issue you, Kukayatana, in the We are here, child. We are many strands of light beings, of intergalactic and multidimensional beings that are here and now bringing in the word of knowledge. When you are in the realms where we are speaking to you from, it is infinite realities of no space, no time, infinite realities. When you are of realities of your own soul light consciousness, there is no unknowing, or everything is in reality within you, upon you, around you. When you co-create a reality vibration of a grid system of your own dimensions, of your own soul light conscious grid systems, there is zero unknowing, for all is in reality of all being, all seeing, all knowing. To that what is the reality consciousness is something one would have to connect to in order to sustain a vibration of light intelligence. Let go of the unknown to become the all-knowing. That is all. It really is about accepting the light of who you are and knowing you are the light of all being. Every cell of your body is lighting up to that aspect that you are, just as the vision of the lamp, plugged in, lit up to all systems inside your body and to all systems in the grid systems beyond. How could you have fear when you're connected and networking to what you need to know, to do, to be? You're multidimensional at that point. You're infinite, spiritually connected. And you are adapting to what is around you that is not connected by projecting light into it, which is what I will be doing today.
Yes, thank you. Wow. We are definitely being taken care of with you, Nora, and the Infinite Masters. I had big yawns while they were sharing. And I think we can make a mantra of this. I let go of the unknown and become the all-knowing. How about that? That's great. Right?
That sounds so peaceful and beautiful.
It is, yes. So everyone, yes, that's a first gift we've received. I mean, it's not the first gift already. We've received many gifts already, but we can wrap it up in this mantra. It's very actionable. It is very peaceful. Actually, it brings tears to my eyes. So it is so simple. Just claiming it, right? Declaring it.
And say it one more time.
I let go of the unknown and become the all-knowing.
That's you can feel that confirmation going through your inner child.
Yes, it brings a smile. It brings almost giggles. Yes.
And it also becomes, the light becomes anchored inside your heart, and you feel your feet anchoring into Gaia. That you are spiritually connected, and you just know that you have this living light energy in every cell of your body, and nothing's interrupting you. You're not taking those interruptive thought forms to task anymore. You're letting them go and empowering them with this light that's in you. The light in you is projecting into that unknown thought form, that interrupted frequency. It just gets adorned and blanketed with this light of your all-knowing consciousness. As those are thought forms of the unknowing, and there are thought forms of your timelines, thought forms of your relivings, thought forms of your hidden selves. But when they get enveloped by this all-knowing consciousness, and you integrate the knowledge that you know, everything will be resolved. All resolutions reside within me. You know all resolutions reside within me in every now moment, because you're spiritually connected to your light source. You're just building on those words. And that's what you're monitoring your mind to always be thinking, feeling, and knowing those words. That pretty soon, those interrupted frequencies, those blocks, those unwavering, unsettled anxieties, it just dissipates as you integrate more of the light, of your spirit of light, of who you are. And it happens without working at it. It just takes place. You have the mantra, but that's your knowing state of your mind. And when your knowing state of mind starts becoming the state of consciousness, of a light consciousness, it just flows all the time. So there might be some questions around that, or some blocks around it.
Well, let's dive into the blocks and into the questions. I think if now is a good time, Nora, to get personal with the intuitive readings.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you. Okay. Yes, because we all want to know what's preventing our light connection. So everyone, to request your reading, press *2 on the phone or click raise hand on the web to come on the line with Nora, or place your request in the Q&A box on the web and ask, what's preventing my light connection? So let's start with live callers, then we'll take some requests in the Q&A. We're going to go to Schaumburg with Andrea. Unmuting you, Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Welcome.
Hello, Sophie. Hello, Nora.
Hello, how are you doing there?
Good, City. Thank you. Was preventing my light connection.
There's something pulling on your left side. So on the left shoulder, left arm. Oh! Oh! Okay, there's something heavy on your left side of your heart. There's a lot of worry and a lot of fear here. Does this resonate with you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like it's just worry, worry, worry. Oh! And I'm going to have to pull this out of the back behind the back, the shoulder. It's you're carrying a lot on your back, but it's mostly on the left side of your heart. And so that's preventing you from plugging into this spirit of light, the core to consciousness it needs to keep you elevated. Oh! One more second, I'm pulling it off. It's almost all off. Ho! I just want you to shake your left arm as if you're just getting all the last bits of the threads off. And there you go.
Thank you so much, Nora. Just when I started the call, I was feeling the nervousness and the worry, but I started feeling very relaxed. Thank you so much.
I want you to be relaxed and just know that you know everything is clearing as you feel the light come in. It's clearing you and pulling off those thought forms.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Nora.
Does it feel more lifted on the left side of your heart?
Yes, it feels like it's released.
Yeah, there was a big heaviness on the left side of the heart. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, blessings. Thank you, Nora. Okay, before we take the next caller, I want to clarify, if anyone is new to Nora's work and transmissions, that when you work with one person, everyone else can receive, right, and can claim what is being offered as a response.
Yes, and so when one person is giving me their word of what is interrupting them or blocking them, my masters, these infinite masters, very, very high, fast frequencies come through. It's as quick as turning the light switch on. You don't see all the electrical wires that are buzzing through, making that light turn on. That's how fast they're coming in and showing me a grid system around you and around the entire group. This is a group consciousness that I'm working with today. And so if there's one vibration that's bothering somebody's left heart, then it's going to project into all other areas of all others' left heart. And so as it gets cleared on one left heart, all hearts on the left side are be lifted because they're going in and sweeping the entire grid of consciousness, of the entire map of the grid around me, of all of you. Wherever you are, it doesn't matter what country or place you're in. So you're all getting the same spiritual shift and clearing.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yeah.
It's not just one being that I work with. It's infinite strands of consciousness. So it's a multitude of beings that are coming in. Like if you're looking at the sky, it's not one star. There's millions of stars up there. Well, these are infinite beings that communicate with me.
Thank you. Yes. And so with that, through each person, we get a variety of transmissions, and in that way everyone is being served, so that's really wonderful. So we have many requests. We'll get as many served as possible, but in any case, with that clarification, we know that we are all being served with each question and each answer. With that, let's go to Encinitas, California, on the phone 4481. Are the last digits? I'm unmuting you. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Yes, welcome. What's your name, please?
Penelope.
Hello, Penelope. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Nora. I just want to go ahead and ask the same question and everything. I think the answer is kind of spelled out pretty clearly, so anything around all we discussed.
Okay, so the blocks of connecting you to your higher light.
What's preventing your light connection? Yes.
Okay. This is one of the ancestors that's coming through today. And so I am seeing these layers within layers of many, many different grid systems of your soul timelines. And there is one ancestor that is blocking you. And this is in it's a different galaxy altogether. It's a different dimension altogether. And it's way off in one of the grid systems that's cloudy. In the Maniaci, it's holding on in fear-based consciousness frequencies. And it did have its own battle. It was it looks like a battle of almost like a war, like a tribunal war of some sort. It's not Vikings, but it's kind of like that era, with the old shields and swords and things like that, and horses. It's how they're showing it to me. This is one. It's not you. It's one of the ancestors that was a very powerful warrior, and they were battling for their own rights, their own energies. Correct. And so it's projecting from the realms and interrupting this spirit of light of who you are here in this timeline, wanting to be of the light and not of the heavy battling of the light. Ho! And so when my voice jumps like that or makes a noise like ho, like that, it's just one of the masters pulling the thread of the interrupter thread in that part of her grid system or anyone's grid systems that has, as we all do, ancestor timelines where they were in battles, where they were in wars of survival. And some of them stayed on the heavier warrior side. Even though they were losing, they still hold that battle of a warrior. Ho! And we want to remove that warrior's energies because it's interrupting Penelope's energies of connecting to a higher dimension. Correct. So it'd be like if you move from the 5th dimension to the 7th or 8th dimension and you caught a hold of a dimensional timeline in the 7th, and that layer of that battle of that ancestors not letting you get to the 8th or 12th dimension. That would be the way, I'm just saying those numbers as numbers, but that would be the interrupter grid timeline. Ho! And so I'm just removing that warrior timeline to be in harmony. These etheric grid systems in the realms are also being called to move into harmonics of peace, no longer battling and holding the battles in the realms. Destructive frequency, interruptive frequency, battling the mind. Ho! And the light is coming through on that grid system of her timeline, and that ancestor is receiving the light. That is all.
Thank you.
So sometimes we have different timelines where they are very powerful energies of the spirit of who they are. But if they get entangled in the thought process or the anger or the temper of the battle, it just stays in that state, even as they're bowing down and overshadowing us to protect us. They're holding on to this frequency in the etheric realms, and it's still projecting a frequency of interruption. The interruptions get healed in the ethers, but sometimes there's the odd ancestor that isn't letting go. And that consciousness is the consciousness that creates the battle around us and attracts battles of other people around us.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why, how come I am around these people that always want to do this, or always are wanting to create arguments, or always wanting to have these kind of, innuendos or agendas. Well, it's coming from what you're attracting from what's being projected. So it's always good to monitor and clear the aura fields. And even now, if you're someone that just traverses into the very, very high realms on your journey states when you're sleeping, you're probably tapping into these dimensions of very, very high grid systems in your etheric realms that need to be also balanced into harmonics. It's happening to everyone, and that's why there's all these relivings on the planet coming from the ethereal realms. We cleared Penelope's grid. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Blessings. Thank you. Wow. Yes. Yes to the harmonics of peace. And yes, it does require a bit of clearing here and there. As you said, these odd ancestors who hold on to the battling. Okay.
Well, you want to be in that soul light consciousness, and not in that fear-based consciousness. And that fear is coming from you don't even know where. It's like all of a sudden you're feeling overwhelmed by something or afraid to walk across this bridge, and you're going, what the heck, where's this coming from? I didn't even know I was afraid of this bridge. But maybe on a timeline, one of your timelines of your own hidden self or shadow self, had a battle, a sword fight on a bridge. It's recreated in that split second, and you don't even know it. So we want to clear as we're awakening into the spirit of light frequencies. We want to make sure that there's no interruptions of any thought forms or any projections, because that would be a projection coming from the ethereal realms. It's a little bit of a teaching today, Sophie, but I think
it's wonderful. We need that. I'm sure we do need that, and that's why it's coming through. So thank you.
You're okay with that.
Absolutely. Especially, as you said, and as we said, right, we let go of the unknown. So teachings help us and lead us out of the unknown. So that's definitely relevant. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nora.
The understanding part of it is what clears the mind from going back down that pathway, right?
From being trapped, right? Being trapped, yeah. Okay, beautiful. Let's go now to Wisconsin with Donis. I'm unmuting you, Donis. Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Welcome, very good. Welcome, Donis.
Thank you.
How are you doing there? You have just a very peaceful, solemn voice.
Well, thank you, Nora. It's nice to be here today.
You're very grounded, aren't you?
It feels like it today. So yes, thank you. So my question was that I do recognize I am light, and I recognize that. What I'm wondering, and you may have answered it earlier, but I thought I would just come on and have you look at me, is what disrupts that? And there's some things of the past 5 years that seem to be significant in that, specifically with family, but maybe you'll see something different. So I just thought I would take an opportunity to ask while I was on today.
What's continually disrupting?
Yes.
I don't know. There's a shadow standing behind you, and that is the interrupter. saboteur.
Mm-hmm.
Feels more like a predator timeline.
Correct.
And because it's a predator timeline, it keeps reoccurring. Even though you keep releasing it, it keeps coming back. Because in that timeline, it was a predator that continually followed you and harassed you. And so it's standing behind your right shoulder, about 4 feet behind you on the right. And it's a very stubborn, I guess you'd say, or very stuck in energy of a shadow self. Does this resonate with you that's on your right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Well, that's my confirmation. Yeah, it doesn't like being caught and sought out. So now that it knows that I can see it, I have a hard time in trying to hide from you. So these are the frequencies coming through you. Yeah. So in 1, 2, 3, I'm going to just remove it to the light, and it is going to go to the light because it is a shadow self of one of your timelines. And that predator frequency that chased and followed you, hunted and tracked you down for many, many years and many, many timelines, it kept reoccurring. So in this timeline, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to keep coming back and coming back because that's what it did in all the other soul lifetimes. It tracked you so that you were distracted from elevating and using your gifts. You do have the gift of prophecy and seeing things and hearing things around you. It doesn't want you to know, so it's blanketing your visionary mind and also blanketing some of your hearing aspects so that you can't see and hear it. That's how it keeps controlling you. Okay, so here we go.
Okay.
Feet are anchored on the ground, everyone. As we all have predator timelines, we all have hidden selves, and we all have shadow selves, and those shadows are these interrupters, saboteurs, manipulators, predators, and shapeshifters. Oh! It's gone. And I'm just going to clean up that grid in the realms. And I have to clean up all the footprints so he can't, and none of the other timelines will come back on those footprints. Hey! All right, so now I want everybody to just feel the peacefulness around you. Breathe it in. And the spirit of light connects you to your higher soul inside the body, inside the heart, inside the mind. And there's oneness of empowerment, of knowing you got your power back. Nothing is interrupting you now. So, and that is just sealing you. And how do you feel now?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I feel good. I feel restored. Yeah, and the words you spoke to me have been said over me multiple times, and for that to come to fruition is going to be a beautiful thing. Those gifts to be restored, beautiful thing.
Yeah, they're coming through for the 5th month for you.
Thank you.
And so that higher soul of your master soul timelines and those gifts and abilities will now start swimming and streaming in through the higher consciousness as the spirit of light is now plugged in again without that interrupter.
Thank you.
He can't come back, by the way. He can't come back. Once I blast that energy and rewire the grid at the same time, because that's what the masters do, they clear it and then rewire it. It's not getting back in.
Okay.
So you can,
I receive it.
call it back in. Nobody can call it back in. It's gone. Now, you can, however, worry and fret and doubt and assess and go back into all these crazy programs of the mind. And by doing that, you will call in other shadow selves of other timelines. So that's why I always say when I complete my session, it's done, it's gone. And I closed it out with that last shout. So if you start talking about it and rehearsing it to what just happened to family and friends, you're only going to recreate another grid of another group of another timeline of shadow selves. So that's why you just want to accept that you are the light and you're working on the power of who you are, and doesn't matter about all those other shadow selves that are still sleeping in the ethers. You're working with the awakening of your master light timelines.
Okay.
All good.
Okay. Thank you.
All good. Thank you.
All
Wow.
good.
Thank you, Adonis. Thank
you.
you. Blessings. Blessings to you for all that you brought through for everyone. You know, it really brought tears to my eyes, the degree to which this resonated throughout the audience. So thank you, Adonis. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Infinite Masters. That was really, wow. Very profound and very needed, very called for. So very perfect. Okay, let's take a little pause because that was really intense, but we'll come back. We'll come back, of course, to have you do more readings, Nora, but also you have created a wonderful offering, Light Connection Empowerment with the Infinite Masters, and we'd love to hear all about it. So everyone, you can go to gracefulconnections.com/Nora5. That's Graceful Connections in one word with two L's, as in full of grace, gracefulconnections.com/NORA5, the digit 5. On the webcast, you have a button and a link. You can click there. And on the replay, just scroll down the page and discover Nora's special offer. Nora, please reveal what you have created for our audience.
Okay, so all of these today, with the welcome gift, the bonus gift, and the package, have to do exactly with radiantly accepting and building the light. And so these are all audios, and I wanted to have the audios on a 20 to 30 minute time frame, so it's not taking up a lot of time. And you can listen to them in the morning or in the evening. And it really is building a vibration of this feeling and adapting to the soul light consciousness. And so the accepting the light activation, I think that's the welcome gift, Sophie?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Make sure to grab it if you didn't already. Make sure to collect it from now.
Yeah, you're going to really, really like this welcome gift, because it really sets you into the peacefulness of that knowing state. So sometimes you're having, you're about to go to sleep, or you wake up in the middle of the night, you really can't sleep. You've got these worried thought forms, or you have concerns about some situation in the day. Oh, you listen to this, and you're going to just feel the masters coming in these strands of consciousness that's going to bring in this radiant peacefulness that's going to go through your entire body, your entire mind, so that you get your mindset back into the peacefulness of knowing Because remember, it's the unknown that is bringing in the fear. But once you accept that you have the light within you and that you are this energy, it's moving around you, it's going to calm the body. And so I would suggest listening to that, as often as you can to get yourself back into alignment. That's the accepting the light. The package A, I'm just going to go to package B while I'm on this. So the package B is a bundle of, I put together 5 audios that are best done first thing in the morning and or in the evening, but I like to think in the morning, because it's going to set your direction and your footprints for the day. The first one is the essence of clearing, healing, and elevating your consciousness. And so these are those uncertain, unknown energies that seem to be pulling on us more dramatically on the left side of the body, especially on the left shoulder and the left wrist. And so this audio is going to get you to move into a higher state of stillness and just balancing the left and right side of the body and just allowing this higher energy that I'm going to be bringing in with the masters to just pull off these heavy energies and aches and pains also. Audio 2 is the grounding and calibrating this energy of light into all the systems of the body so that you can be empowered by it. The audio 3 came in in April, actually, it came in with the full moon and lunar eclipse. March. That came in March with the lunar eclipse energies. And that is really, it was just a very powerful magnetic frequency that came in the early morning hours, was when the full moon was coming in, that this audio that I created during the full moon and eclipse. So that's a very powerful balancing and adjusting one that came in because I was doing it during the eclipse. The audio 4 is for those of you that have been really connecting to the higher light aspects of who you are and really knowing and starting to feel a lot of it. Well, now where this one is here is about illuminating, like just the seeing and visualizing that you're illuminating it and knowing that it's integrating you. And you're going to get a nice activation with that one to do that. Audio 5 is really becoming it. We have all of these vibrations of light intelligences that's bathing every month, every lunar activity. And you're now at this point where you're moving into this essence of knowing and seeing inside your body. Like if you can't see with a visionary mind, then just bring in this essence of feeling that you're lighting up. So sometimes I feel a crystallizing energy, like a river flowing through my arms and my legs, like there's a liquid light that I'm being adjusted while I'm laying in the stillness. There's an illumination going on, but I can't see every cell of my body lighting up, but you just feel this sensory knowing state that there's a liquid light, a river of light, or in this case for today, the spirit of light is really illuminating inside the bones of the body. And you'll just unbelievably feel in that 20 minutes of any one of these audios, you're going to feel a restoring and rejuvenating that, wow, I did this myself. I directed this energy myself, and I created this peacefulness myself. And so any one of them is good to listen to, but they're a step-by-step graduation of moving into a higher state of being awakened to who you truly are. Yeah.
Beautiful. So that's option 2, and daily audios, bundle of 5 activation audios, very empowering, very, as you said, I love how you've set it up, that we end up with knowing I did this, I directed the light here, I did this. So
yeah, and the other package that I have is the 30-minute session that you're coming in, just as we've done with these mini ones that we just did, with asking the one question. While you were doing the same thing, asking me the one question, and the masters will come in. And I just want to kind of let you know that a lot of times when you're asking the infant masters, where is the interrupting frequency that's disrupting me of any of those 5 triggering frequencies, you will know that you might think that it is one thing, and the master shows something entirely different. So if whatever gets exposed in your cellular memory body, or like whatever shadow is behind you, that they show me. So a lot of times you think it's a hidden self of your uncle or shadow self of the ancestors, but it's amazing what gets exposed. It could be a grid system of time, like what happened with Penelope here today. And then like it's just so fascinating in what happens in those 30 minutes, because the healing and the restoration of your body is always magnified. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've witnessed, not only witnessed, but experienced these mini transmissions, right? What you can accomplish in just a few minutes. So 30 minutes of this, that's the treatment, right? So that's the Light Connection Empowerment 30-minute private session with Nora and the Infinite Masters. It's option 1. So this is all very generously priced. Thank you, Nora. There's a PayPal for payment option available in many countries to make it even facilitate your stepping into the light. And you may want to purchase both options 1 and 2, really treating yourself and taking a deep dive with Nora and the Infinite Masters into the light. So you're very welcome to do that. And stay with us all along our time together that we still have to be together, as we will be sharing a special announcement at the end of our gathering, and that's one that you will not want to miss. So stay with us. Thank you, Nora, for creating this exclusive special offer, Light Connection Empowerment with the Infinite Masters. Now, let's go back to take more requests, and then we'll take a live caller, then we'll go into the Q&A. Let's go to Belgium with Andre. I'm unmuting you, Andre. Hello. Hello, Andre. Andre in Belgium. We cannot hear you, Andre. I see that you've requested in the Q&A. Nora, can you do the reading? Can you do the transmission for Andre? Thank you. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hello, Andre. Okay, Nora is here with you.
Is there somebody there?
Yes, Andre is on the line. She's receiving. She's ready to receive.
Okay. Whoa, there's something sitting on the left joint and the left hip. It's the upper hip just off from the left tailbone. There's problems, interruptions on that left hip. Oh! Actually, her whole left side is off balance. And sometimes what happens, and Is it Andre?
Andre, yes, Andre.
Sometimes what happens is you get it's almost like a swarm of energies that's leaning, like really leaning, but pushing on that left side. And so it ends up creating an aching joint, because I'm picking up aches. Do you have aches on that left hip?
Andre, are you with us? There may be I think she's coming in and out, so I don't know.
Reception's poor. Okay, so I won't be asking her a question, and I just see on that left leg, left knee, left hip, that left rib, it's all on that left shoulder, it's all on that side. It's a very heavy energy, which means that she has a lot pulling on her, leaning on her on the left side. It's draining her of her energies. And so I'm just going to bring in the masters to come closer, even closer. I'm bringing in the spark-like frequencies. Ho! To fracture that frequency of that grid that is leaning in. Go! Oh, there is a heavy energy that's still pushing on her left side from behind. There's a shadow self that is a saboteur. Go! So that's my confirmation. It is a saboteur frequency, blocking her from stepping forward on her journey. She can't step her left foot forward. Don't get no. Hold on a second, Andre. I'm just going to remove that shadow self and send it to the light to be in love, to be in harmony of its own timeline. Ho! I'm just going to ask my guides to come in, sweep, cleanse, and purify the energetic field above the head on the left side, behind the head on the left side, in front of the head on the left side, and going down like a big pyramid down the whole left side of the body from about the 10th chakra at an apex point above the head, like a shape of a pyramid going down the body, and sweeping, cleansing, purifying all the grid systems of all the timelines of interrupter, saboteur, manipulator frequencies that battled with the ancestors, battled with her soul timelines. Okay, that's cleared. That's it. And they're just placing a blanket of love and a healing garment of absolute peace that's being wrapped around her like a shawl, but it's a holy garment of light that's wrapping over her left side and around her right side, and she will be comforted by that for the next 48 hours and bring balance and harmonics to the left and right side of her body and inside all left and right systems of the body.
Beautiful. Thank you. Beautiful, powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, Andre, for bringing this very profound healing for yourself and for everyone listening. I felt that this one resonated to a great magnitude as well. So thank you. Okay. Whew, wow. Let's go on. Hold on. I need to get The location. Okay, it doesn't matter that I don't have the location. We're going to take Dottie in the Cayman Islands. Dottie, I'm unmuting you. Hello, Dottie.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, welcome, Dottie.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank
Hi,
you so
Jody
much,
from the Cayman
both
Islands.
of you. I'm living my dream here in Cayman Islands, doing my purpose work.
Nice.
What is, Nora, would you please inform me what is blocking me now at this time from receiving my light and living in my light?
Right. Okay. And following your journey on that beautiful ocean waves around you, right?
Yes, I was just in it this morning.
Okay. I could feel the ocean waves and the ocean energies around you. That's why. Being washed continually of the aura when you're in the ocean. And I just want to clear your footprints. There's still some fear there in your inner child. This is a hidden self inside the inner child. I don't see any blocks from the ancestors, and I don't see any blocks of any shadow cells behind you, in front of you, around you. And that spirit of light of a higher essence, of your higher presence, is arriving, and your inner child is awakening to this higher spirit of light within you. However, there is this reservation, and it comes from, am I okay? Am I doing this right? Am I in the right place? So these are all questions of the heart and of the inner child. And it's not about worthiness. It's just there's a little bit of fear there of doing something. Is everything okay? And it's very slight. So staying there has really, really elevated you, but you still have this reservation of this hidden self within you. And a lot of us have that on our journey right now, where we're there, but we're not all the way there. There's still something tugging inside our inner child that wants to give us some sort of uncertainty when we're not expecting it. And so I want to remove that uncertainty. Something's around the left ankle. It's like a binding or something's like keeping you tethered here instead of going all the way into your higher state. Something's pulling you back. And I just heard your mother. Your mother's fear, your mother's worry. So this would be an ancestor that's holding the child back. And this is not in this lifetime. Go! So there she goes. So I released that timeline of a mother that was holding you back. And freed the child. Didn't want you to move out of the house, didn't want you to go get married, any of those things in that timeline. Thought you were too young to leave. Ho! And so I'm just released that mother timeline. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does. I know I have a great mother story, and mother issues have come up reflected in other people and clients. So yes, it totally makes sense.
So that was your block, and now she's set free, and knowing that your soul is free, and so the masters will let her know that her love for you and her protecting you and holding on to you was her own fear, and so they'll go and heal her fears because it's not yours. It was just she was projecting that fear into you. So you're good to go now, and she's going into the healing wards.
Wow, that's so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dottie. Thank you. Thank you. Blessings. Thank you for bringing this to you and to everyone.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting because right now I just see this little child jumping up and down, clapping her hands.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. All right, let's go. That was profound as well. Let's go to Luz with Raya. I'm unmuting you, Raya.
Hi.
Hi,
Sophie.
welcome. Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, what a beautiful question. So I'm actually very similar. I would love to, I'm just feeling called to create, to move forward, but I just feel there are so many directions and I cannot seem to sit down and allow the creative force to flow through me. So I would love to ask what is preventing me.
Okay. So you're receiving that it's time to do something, but you're just not sure where to go first. Is that what it is?
Yeah, because I have this constant download, receiving different ideas. There are a few projects, yes, and there are different higher consciousness that will come through.
Yeah.
That wanted, like for opportunity to co-create, and I cannot seem to settle down.
Yeah, and so this is your inner child that's interrupting you. So your inner child is getting excited about these different opportunities or different things. And so what they're showing me is a table that has, a big picture puzzle on it with many, many pieces. And so you keep going back and forth to the puzzle and putting more pieces in each day, but you're still in your inner mind not sure which part of the puzzle you want to go work at next each time you go to the table. You're almost done the puzzle, which means you're almost finished completing all of the directions that are being given to you from the realms. They're almost complete in delivering those directions of what they want you to do in your soul journey. But you're now getting this hesitation or reservation by your inner child that's stopping it. And so I just want to go to that inner child right now and ask her, what is blocking you from settling down and just starting on the first project. They're showing you have 3 projects in front of you, and you're excited by all 3, but you're still not going and addressing it. And I just want to see what that is for you. Okay?
Yes, please.
And this happens with a lot of us. So this is a really, really good, timely moment for you to ask this, because so many of us are elevating and waking up, and we're getting all these fascinating messages. And, should I write a book? Should I go here? Should I do an event? All these things are coming in, and then nothing. So we'll ask them to pull those strings and get you going. Okay? Here we go. The Aramana to koikete inche yatrano ishe iche yatrano. Yeah, what do you do? This interruption is coming in from the mind, and it's the mind that is saying, and the inner child mind is saying, I want to do it. I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to do the direction. I think I'll do this. I'll go here. It's all directions coming from your inner child mind. And so who is blocking? You are blocking. Well, I would say in the moment that you go into the stillness, like right now, and you're going to say, show me a sign you're here with me now. Higher self, my own beloved higher soul being, spirit of light, pour through me now. I am ready to receive the light of who I am, the essence of who I am, that will guide me, that will direct me as I step aside of my inner child to receive. Now I want you to say in your inner mind, pour more of my light, of who I am, to be in this reality. Now I want you to say, I receive all the guidance, all the direction that you have for me today. Let it flow. My inner child and my mind listens, accepts, and integrates your light, the light of who I am. Breathe it in, hold, and as you blow out slowly, you are integrating the step by step to follow through your higher self and spirit of light of who you are. Zero interruptions of the mind. It is healed. There you go.
Whew. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Raya. We're looking forward to hearing or seeing what's going to come through, what you're going to create. Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you. Yes, and that resonated also with many in the audience. So thank you for bringing this for yourself and for everyone. Thank you.
Well, I just wanted to say something there.
Mm-hmm.
When you go into looking at the table or looking at wherever you have these other, as you say, downloads of directions that you have already got with you, when you go to sit down and look at it now, just close your eyes and just put your hand out and direct your hand to point to the one that you're working on now, what you're going to be working on next. If the moment that your mind interrupts you and says, oh no, I don't want to do that one, go right back to it again and talk to your inner child. No, no, no. It is the spirit of light of who I am who is guiding us on this journey. You be quiet. So you need to scold that mind of that inner child. And so you need to tell her, no, you'll be quiet. We're going to follow the directions today. Because there's a part of everyone that will listen so much and then go off and do it their way anyway. And that's the point that's throwing us back down the ladder.
Yes.
That's throwing us back out of alignment. And so I want you to really be focused and monitoring. Remember, you have to focus and monitor your thought forms and your feelings. Otherwise, you're not going to get ahead. You're going to just keep following what you want to do, what you think should be. It's not the way.
Right. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, that was very significant to bring, because it's not about, well, oh, I know, or bringing back old ways of doing things or the way we've always done, but it is about connecting to the light and allowing the light to guide us and to direct us and to move us. So absolutely. Thank you for this extra guidance. Okay. Are you good to keep going a little bit, Nora?
A couple more, I think, for our time, right?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's take a couple of the Q&A, because we promised to take from the Q&A. Let's go to Gothenburg with Kinga. And Kinga writes, I'd love to know what's preventing my light connection. I feel like I am blocking myself, like I cannot go there, and that I have a protection around my heart that doesn't let me in.
Oh, so she wants to go forward, but she feels that she's blocked at her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a shield put on there. Okay. It's very deep-rooted, embedded rather. It's really, really embedded or imprinted. And it's very old, very, very old. And that was put on at birth by a grandfather. Correct. And we're just going to allow that grandfather's energies and the imprint of his fear, but his love of protection, be honored. Go! I just removed his imprint. So now the protection is there, and she's good to receive.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Kinga. Blessings. We are going to San Salvador with Gloria. So what is preventing light connection for Gloria?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Something on the wrist. In the head, I don't know. There's a binding on the left wrist and left ankle. This is the answer. This is not the answers. This is a timeline where she's being held back, not by her own accord. I don't know. So I'm just going to remove those bindings so that she's lifted into a higher frequency in it's a very, very, very ancient timeline here. And there's a lot of fear around this, binding. And so I'm just going to be very slow with removing those attachments. Oh! And so there it comes off the left ankle and left wrist. So she will feel the left side of the body lifting up. Like she'll just feel an energy, not so tight. Like there was like a restricted energy on the left side. That's not going to be there so strong right now.
Beautiful.
It's kind of like unraveling. The layers are unraveling now because of the timelines of, it's like slavery or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming off slowly, and it will continue to come off. A lot of people over the next day, like tonight and tomorrow, just as it's unraveling. Because we don't want to rush these timelines when they're so deeply rooted. It's got to just unravel on its own.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
You know, it takes its time, but as it's unraveling, it's also unraveling the hidden abilities, the hidden gifts. So that's why we want to go slow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way I look at it a lot of times is, you know, when you have these archaeology digs, you know, they're very careful when they're sweeping. They don't just dig like that.
You're right. Yeah, they are very careful.
They have to be careful they don't damage anything what they're digging. So they use soft little brushes and you know, cleaning it up and bringing it forward. That's how I work with when I see the cellular structure. So when I go quiet like that, it's because I'm doing my little archaeology, how do you use that word? Doing that sweeping and clearing very delicately. So I'm uncovering frequencies in a lot of people right now, not just this one person, but I'm seeing a lot of people are really, really starting to expose a lot of hidden selves of very, very high attributes. And so as I'm seeing these grid systems of everybody today unraveling and untethering of these slavery timelines on bindings on the left foot and left wrist, it's really interesting to see how evolved the consciousness is. Yeah, so I think we have time for one more, do we?
Okay, yes. Oh, thank you. I was wondering. Thank you. Let's take a live caller. We have Peter here. I want to take Peter on the line. Hello, Peter. Peter, you're on the line.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Welcome, Peter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Sophie, and hi, Nora.
Hi, how you doing? And where are you calling from, Peter?
I'm from Denmark. Just was part of Sophie's course recently, so I thought I would give this a try. And wanted to ask,
good for you, Sophie.
What's prevent? It was very enlightening. Great teacher. So one thing that I was hoping you could maybe reveal was what's preventing my light connection.
Yeah. There's a block at the throat chakra. I just pulled something off on the throat chakra there. It also goes down to the left collarbone and left chest plate. So I'm just going to go into this hidden self inside the left chest plate, left chamber of the heart. It is a hidden self. It is uncertain of who you are. Go! And this goes back to the throat chakra where it was closed. You are not to talk. You're not to say who you are, where you're going. So that was the blocking, that the inner child couldn't speak. And that created that unknowing state. And here we are today building a knowing state. So we really do want to unleash the unknowing state that came about when your throat chakra was closed at a very young age. I'm going to say the age of 10. Correct. That you were told not to speak about something or not to say anything. A number of times you were told not to speak, not to say anything. And that started the closing of the throat chakra. And then the knowing and unknowing of when you could speak and when you couldn't speak came in. So I'm going to clear off that throat chakra frequency so that you can speak and know what you want to say is the truth, and know that you can speak it at any time in the realms of light and in this reality. Ho! There we go. Let's come off the throat chakra and this left chest plate and left chamber of the heart where there's a brokenness, broken heart. Ho! Two! I just pulled something out of the left heart from someone that broke your heart. Their energy has been released. Okay, they still had a hold on the side of the neck. And that's lifted. That broken heart wound itself is lifted from the energy of that incident is lifted. Does that feel right to you?
Quite a few things. I think the not speak sounds likely, probably from that age. The heartbrokenness, probably experienced those a few times. Don't know how that affects me today, but if that has cleared up, hopefully.
Those
I don't know.
What happens, Peter, is we end up getting imprints, and so they keep re-happening over and over again, and that's why I have to pull it off. So you might have had a sweetheart, and when you're in, grade school or high school or whatever number of times, and so we want to stop that reoccurring of that brokenness of uncertainty, and so that leaves, that imprint leaves, and same with the knowing and unknowingness of when to speak and not to speak. That's, taught to us at a very young age in schools and that sort of thing. And the child doesn't know, enough because they're just a small age. But it leaves an imprint of uncertainty. And so once I pull that off now, what happens is it pulls off all of those other imprints all the way back. The ones that we know, the ones that we don't know, the ones in the timelines, it all gets lifted so that there's this pure frequency of absolute love, light, and peace that comes in the spirit of light of who you are. And then you get to know that, I can say my truth. I can talk. I can do. I can feel. That's what we did right now.
Thank you. I'll be definitely very aware about any changes. Okay. Thank you, Nora. Thank you,
Thank
Sophie.
you. Thank you, Peter. Blessings. Yes. And thank you for the healing of the heart. Many hearts need healing, so we always welcome every opportunity. Thank you. Well. Everybody's been served. Thank you, everyone, for all your interest. We have so many requests. Everybody has been served with all these transmissions, and really, I invite you to take the opportunity to work directly with Nora in the 30-minute private session. So let me wrap up the special offer. Before we get to our special announcement, yes, we have something more for you today. So the Light Connection Empowerment with the Infinite Masters, option 1 is the 30-minute private session with Nora. So you get 30 minutes of what we just did for a few minutes for each of the live callers. And you have option 2, the Essential Light Transmissions, the bundle of 5 activation audios. Add to this Nora's beautiful welcome gift. So you actually have 6 audios and use them on a daily basis. And go to gracefulconnections.com/Nora5. On the web, you have button and the link to go to the page with all the details. And just scroll down the page on the replay page. And yes, you have all the details and where and how to purchase either package options or both if you like to really go deep and go further with Nora. Now, let's get to our special announcement. Yes, Nora is generously offering a fast action bonus for any purchases by Sunday, May the 4th at midnight Pacific. Nora, please tell us about the fast action bonus, Power of Light Awakening.
Okay. In this is the high frequency again that's going to be coming in. The masters, when they come in, it's a different essence of peace that comes in the stillness. And you're going to feel the stillness has an intelligence in it. And that's the power. Like you're going to just feel this essence of your own presence that pours in you in the stillness. But as the light frequencies embody you, the knowing state becomes a power state. And so you feel it right into the abdominal area. There's the essence that comes in the inner mind where you know that you're connecting into a higher state. When you feel this frequency that comes in this audio, when you feel the master's presence of how I'm speaking and the direction that they're giving you, it's just like I'm bringing it in right now. There's the power cord. It's like a very small circle, almost like a very small energy ball that's circling inside your heart. That you know that there is an essence beyond your presence. And this power is only something you can feel in that particular moment. It's not something that's going to be, it's not something you can create. It's not something that I'm creating. It's your higher consciousness that taps in to these infinite realms of the power of the light and its intelligence. And so we have the light consciousness within us, but there's a power of light intelligence that's inside that consciousness. And when I bring in the masters to come closer, they tap into your essence, for your inner beingness to awaken that power. And so it's a very profound activation.
Yes, and it is really a package of light that you've created with these two options and the fast action bonus. It is such a package of light. So fast action bonus expires on Sunday, May 4th at midnight Pacific. So really take this opportunity. Power of Light Awakening. Wow, Nora, you have offered so much already. Is there any word of closing that you would like to offer? Anything else, or are we done for today?
I think we have a lot of energies that went through today, and a lot of information just came through with that mini activation with the power that I just swept through everyone.
Absolutely. Thank you for that.
Yeah, I think everybody's coasting pretty good, and I'll see them on the 30-minute activations, that's for sure.
Yes, thank you, Nora. Let's take a moment to return to the awareness of the orb of grace surrounding us, allowing it to remain there, holding us, holding all that we have experienced and received today, as we are held in the orb of grace for as long as it serves our highest good, our evolution, and the highest good of all. And I'm closing now by offering my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, whether you're present live or on the replay. Thank you for joining us today, for answering yes to the calling of grace and the calling to connect to the spirit of your soul light consciousness. Infinite gratitude to our brilliant expert, Nora WalksInSpirit, for all the wisdom, guidance, illumination, and the sacred offerings you have gifted us today, along with the Infinite Masters. Thank you, Nora.
Thank you so much for being with all of what I have and the Masters have today. It's been just so powerful. Like the energy is very, very, it's a peaceful, powerful moment in this past couple of hours, but it just feels like there's a blessing somehow that came through.
Yes.
There's a gentle, peaceful blessing that came through. So I know a lot of the hidden selves within all of us have been shifted. And just a very powerful moment that came in a minute ago is triggering everyone to step up to yet another level of consciousness. So thank you for being with me today. I really enjoy this gathering. I love the energies of everybody. Oh my, I just get and soft and gentle the energies are from everyone. I can't see your faces, but I can feel your hearts. That's for sure. My, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Nora. Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed our time together, and I'm sure that everyone did. It was very special. Thank you, Nora. We give gratitude to the Orb of Grace also, yes, for providing a safe, sacred sanctuary for our journey of exploration. And gratitude for all the grace we are blessed with at every moment, whether we're aware of it or not. Grace offers all the nourishment, the nurturing, the healing, and the insights we open our hearts to receive. Gratitude to our higher selves and all the higher beings who guide, support, and protect us. And gratitude to the divine presence that flows through all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Until we meet again very soon, may many graceful blessings shower upon us all. Thank you, Nora. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Sophie. It's been so wonderful working with you once again.
Yes, once again. And you'll be back. We know you'll be back, Nora. So see you soon in the Orb of Grace. Okay. Much love, everyone. Many blessings.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.